Ever wondered how the internet, this vast digital universe, came into existence? It all began in the early 60s when a visionary named J.C.R. Licklider proposed a fascinating idea, a concept that he dubbed the Galactic Network. His vision was of a worldwide network of computers, interconnected and communicating with each other, an idea that remarkably echoes today's internet. Fast forward to 1965 and another piece of the puzzle falls into place. Lawrence Roberts, a pioneer in his own right, brings forward the concept of packet switching. This groundbreaking idea, which involves breaking down data into smaller blocks or packets for easier and more efficient transmission, forms the backbone of modern digital communication. 4 years later, in 1969, the world witnesses the birth of ARPANET, the Advanced Research Projects Agency network. It was a landmark moment when the first message was sent over ARPANET, connecting computers at Stanford University and UCLA. Thus, the seed for the internet as we know it today was planted. The 70s and 80s were pivotal in the evolution and expansion of the internet. These 2 decades saw a flurry of innovations that fundamentally transformed how we communicate and access information. In the early 70s, the internet was still a fledgling technology, primarily used by researchers and academics. Then, in 1971, Ray Tomlinson developed the first email program, revolutionizing the way we communicate. Imagine a world without email. Hard to do, isn't it? But back then, this was a groundbreaking innovation. 2 years later, in 1973, Vinton Cerf and Bob Kahn published the first paper on the Transmission Control Protocol, or TCP. This is the foundation that allows computers to talk to each other across a network, a fundamental building block of the internet we know today. Then, in 1974, the term internet is used for the very first time. Yes, that's right. The term that we now use so freely was coined during this period. It marked a significant shift in the perception of this technology, from a project for a few academics to a global system of interconnected networks. As the 70s gave way to the 80s, the internet continued to evolve. In 1983, the ARPANET, the precursor to the internet, transitioned to using the TCP/IP protocol suite. This marked the standardization of the internet protocol, a pivotal moment in internet history. Then, as the 80s were drawing to a close, in 1989, another significant development took place. Tim Berners-Lee proposed the World Wide Web system. This was the birth of the internet as a multimedia platform, setting the stage for the internet to become the ubiquitous part of our lives it is today. The internet had started to take shape, but the best was yet to come. These developments laid the groundwork for the internet revolution that would follow in the 90s and beyond. The stage was set for the internet to transform not just how we communicate, but how we live, work, and play. And as we've seen, the internet has lived up to that promise and then some. The 90s and the new millennium brought about a revolution in the world of the internet. With the public introduction of the World Wide Web in 1991, the way we interacted with information changed profoundly. Not long after, the Mosaic web browser was released, making the internet more accessible than ever before. This accessibility paved the way for the rise of commercial websites and services, leading to what we now know as the dot-com boom. As we moved into the new millennium, broadband internet became widely available, giving birth to social media platforms that would change human interaction forever. Facebook, YouTube, and later Instagram and Snapchat became household names. And then, in 2007, the iPhone was introduced, bringing the internet out of our homes and into our pockets. The internet had not just evolved, it had revolutionized the way we live, work, and play.